Perfect. So we will get started, and I do want to mention the webinar is being recorded. So if you do have to leave earlier, the recording will be sent to you. So please don't worry about that recording. It will be sent off to you if for any chance you need to leave a little bit earlier before the webinar. So the webinar today is 45 minutes in length, followed by a Q&A. If you have any questions at all throughout this webinar, please feel free to use our chat box and go ahead and ask your questions there. We do have a team available that is on standby to help you answer those questions. My name is Riti, and we founded RankMyAgent with a simple mission to raise the bar in the industry and connect the very best agents to the public based on verifiable reviews. This certainly has been a passion project of mine. We are reaching almost a decade with RankMyAgent since we had launched it. We have grown quite a bit in that journey, from a test group of about 500 agents to over 10,000 agents across Canada, growing into the US. My personal background is in technology, having worked at the University of Toronto for a number of years, and then also getting licensed as an agent in 2 provinces in Canada. And then, I currently do reside in Washington, D.C. Now I'm going to introduce to you to our amazing account manager, who's also been with us for a number of years and has really led initiatives to grow the platform. Pascal, if you want to say hi to everyone.
Yes, thanks, Riti. Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining. I'm Pascal. I'm one of the account managers on the team. I have a background in marketing, and I currently reside in Calgary, Alberta. In terms of account managing, I'm in charge of day-to-day operations and giving support to your questions and whatnot. But I also have a great team behind me as well. And Gianna, who is here running the chat today, is here to help answer your questions. If, say, you have any questions after the presentation that come up, please send us an email at support@RankMyAgent.com. We'd be more than happy to help you there.
Thank you so much, Pascal. And Gianna, thank you for joining us today. So Gianna brings to our company a business analysis analytics background with a lot of focus on marketing. So certainly, we are all thrilled to be here to serve you guys today and help you over the next 45 minutes learn all about empowering your business with online reviews. So today you will learn about what is RankMyAgent, its benefits, getting started with RankMyAgent, how you can log in, how you can add contacts, send out review requests, how you can customize templates so that you can easily send out future review requests. We're going to be talking about team accounts and office accounts. We certainly also want to show you what the client's journey is with the whole review process so that you can communicate that back to your clients and show them how easy it is to write those reviews for you. Then we're going to talk about generating more business with reviews. So that means optimizing your account with geo-farming abilities, doing the integrations such as the REALTOR.ca integration, which certainly is a must for every single Canadian agent, displaying reviews on your own website, on your social media, cross-platform abilities to take a review from RankMyAgent and get it posted onto Google and LinkedIn. And then we're going to talk about how you can optimize those reviews by creating graphics that can be shared on listing presentations. We'll talk about Canva, using Canva with RankMyAgent and how that can really help you get noticed. We'll be briefly touching on the RankMyAgent Awards, which are our annual awards, and then leave you with some key strategies. So we certainly do have a lot to cover here, but however, I think that if you follow along with us, you can certainly log into your accounts if you have access. If you don't have access or need access, you can also reach out to us on the chat and we can try to help you out there on that. And so, why online reviews? Well, what we looked at was what are the most important factors when someone does choose to work with a real estate professional, especially in today's times. People are definitely going to do their due diligence more. They're going to be very careful on who that agent is that they want to work with. And it all goes back to trust. It all goes back to that. So when we look at the surveys and what is being said, people want to work with someone that they can trust, someone who's honest. Of course, an agent that has experience, and then the agent's reputation, the reputation in the marketplace, the reputation online. So all these elements are really key. When we look at what people are saying in terms of skills that they can consider really important, they want to, of course, again, like not surprisingly, honest, knowledge of the purchase process, and responsive. So these are the elements that our survey takes into account, and that's how RankMyAgent has been built. I want to say that these trends have not changed over the last 10 years, and even more so, we have been studying these reports, and we see year and year after that these are the trends that people want in an agent. So what is RankMyAgent? RankMyAgent is the leading platform that connects agents such as yourself to the public. We do that based on verifiable reviews. All reviews here are based on verifiable closed transactions. They are triple verified. So they are verified by the client, they are verified by you, and they are verified by us. So, we do have quite a mechanism around that. And there's also an open API available so that you can display reviews everywhere. So if your office is also interested in, getting that API to display your reviews, we can help you with that. Key benefits: build your online profile, ramp up your SEO. We have accounts for all types of models, be it agents, teams, offices. Sync up your Google reviews to your RankMyAgent profile so that the last 5 Google reviews can automatically display on your profile. Share those on REALTOR.ca. Share those on your listing presentations, those RankMyAgent reviews. And we're proud to be a Canadian team. At this time, I want to get started with our live demo. And we're going to show you now how you can get started with your profile, adding contacts, sending out review requests, and adding those review templates. So what you need to do is head over to that yellow button and log in. And then that would allow you to log on to the site. I'm going to actually minimize my presentation now so that I can actually also do this demo with you. Now you should be able to see my browser. Log in as my test agent, Laurie Hughes, and log into her account. And the very first thing that you would notice is that you are taken to a dashboard. And within this dashboard, you want to head over to My Account, Edit Profile. So this is where you start building your story about who you are and why you are so important and why someone needs to work with you. So basic details would be here. By the way, if you need to change your email address, you need to send us an email because we would have to change that on our end. But everything else you can change on your side here. The basic details such as your position, your bio, your designations that you have. You can select more than one. Languages that you speak, social media handle, even the YouTube videos that you may be hosting on YouTube or Vimeo, those can be shared as well on your profile. And then we have some basic brokerage details here on the right-hand side. Once you've made changes on this side, you would click Update Profile, and Update Profile would save all those changes for you. On the left-hand side, you have some details here on how to change your photograph. So say if you wanted to change your photograph, just click on the red here, and then you can upload your photograph. One little tip here is make sure your photograph is square. So it's cropped square prior to uploading it onto RankMyAgent. You can pick a featured review. So you can pick a review that's already published that would appear on the top of your profile as a featured review. You can also pick specialization. So if I've hit the green button here, I can pick a new specialization that I focus on. If I need to remove any, I can just click the red button here that would remove. I'm allowed up to 10 specializations and 10 services. The services work the exact same way as the specializations, where I can select more than one. Now, the neighborhood focus is our geo-farming capability, and this actually is one of the really strong strengths of the platform because it allows you to display in areas that you are really active in, and you can select up to 10 different areas if you are on a premium plan. On a basic plan, you can select up to one. So if I go ahead and I select Alberta here, and I select Calgary, I should be able to also add a few neighborhoods. So I'm going to say that I want to add a neighborhood. So I'm going to go ahead, Alberta, Calgary, and I can pick a neighborhood. So if I pick Aspen Woods, and then I click plus, and that would add this neighborhood onto my profile. And I will be searchable in those areas on RankMyAgent by those locations. So it's very powerful if you actually are, serving a neighborhood and you have a lot of listings and sold signs. You definitely want to be listing that area. It also helps with Google, so that when someone is searching for that neighborhood and they are searching for real estate agents, RankMyAgent will come up and you will come up. You can also add awards to your profile. So if I click the plus sign here, I can choose a photograph from my, from my desktop, and I can upload it. So if you have, your franchise has given you an award, if you have an award, you certainly want to highlight that and write for description and things. So this is the profile area of RankMyAgent. We do have some social media elements as well, which I will get into later. So I will get into these three elements later in the presentation, but I just wanted to point out they are in the profile area. So, I think that at this point, I should show you someone's profile, give you an example of someone who's done, really good work with the profile. Pascal, who would you suggest that I search for?
Agent who I helped out recently that I saw updated their profile was Kelly McDonald in Alberta. So she,
sure,
yeah, she definitely had adding photos to her account as well as videos too.
Okay, perfect. So here's Kelly's profile. Thanks, Pascal. Thanks for sharing this. So you can see the profile here. There should be a video here, so you'll definitely have to look at if she's added that link.
Yeah, I think your browser is loading still, Riti. That's
okay. Okay, perfect. Okay, so here's her video. You can see her bio. You can see the city. So certainly I would recommend for Kelly to add a few more areas here in some neighborhoods. You can see her reviews. You can see that she's responding to reviews. You can also see that she's started adding some photographs to reviews as well. So adding photographs, everyone has their unique style. In Kelly's example, I think she's showing in the background the photograph of the house, and then that it was sold. So we've seen all sorts of ideas there around that. Like here's another example where it's just the house. What I love is that it gives you the potential client, a very organic feel of the type of properties you're listing, so that they can also understand, what segments of the market you are focusing on and what areas. What's neat is that we'll show you later. These graphics can be outputted, so the photograph with the testimonial can be outputted for social media. So we'll show you how that's done. Okay, so let's Now move on with the presentation. We talked about getting that profile ready, and that really is the very first step. Now that the profile is ready, the next step is to send out review requests. So what I'm going to do is go back into Lori's profile. I'm going to hit the yellow button right here, request review. I'm going to put in the email address of the client that I just formed up the deal with. So I've reached that important milestone and I'm excited to send them out a review request. I have two options. Either I can add in the email address as it's not in my contact list, or I can actually move this contact into my contact list. I'm going to choose to move them into my contact list because it makes the client, it's very easy for them to do the survey. So I'm going to add the client in and click save. And then I'm going to choose a template. With the default version of RankMyAgent, you do get a template that is already preloaded for you. However, we will show you how you can add more templates. So here's the default one. And then I'm going to go ahead and send out the request. You can, by the way, personalize this message. So feel free to personalize the message. Maybe you want to write the client's name in here. Maybe you want to add more details. And then you can send, so you can send a copy to yourself. You can even save this as a template. Say if you've made it quite a few changes and you want to save it, you can do that. And then hit the send request. Before I hit the send request, I want to let you know if you want to send to a couple of your clients at the same time, you can certainly select them from the list and you can, go ahead and add more than one. So I'm going to send the request. You'll see this little button, the little green confirmation saying that it was sent out. Now, the next step is to track it. So it's been sent out. And, I think this is the optimal time that you would want to send them maybe a text message, say, 5-10 minutes later, or maybe even like the same day later in the evening, just to confirm that, to let them know you have sent it. And this would really mean a lot to your business if you could write that, if they could write that review for you. So now to track what's going on, head over to My Account Review Stats. And within review stats, you're going to see exactly, when this message was sent out. You're going to be seeing the message that was sent out. You can see it's branded with Lori's details, her brokerage details. And so that's the message that has been sent out. And you can even see if it got delivered, if it got viewed, if a survey got started, if a survey got completed, and you can even resend a request after about 6 days or so of sending that initial request. To resend, just click this button here, and that would resend any request. Perfect. So that's how you go ahead and track these requests. Now, the next step is let's talk about templates. Now, we understand that you as an agent would have many scenarios and many types of clients. Clients that you recently firmed up deals with, clients that maybe you help them rent, or someone you're reaching out after many years. So our team has created for you something really easy. It's the ultimate bundle of review templates, and you can use that as inspiration to help you get started. So let me just actually the ultimate bundle of templates. These templates basically it's a list of templates, a variety of scenarios. For example, renting, moving reviews from one platform to another, reminder emails if no response. And we have drafted up these templates that would just make it very easy for you. What you can do is copy. So say if I was transferring a review from Facebook onto RankMyAgent and I needed my client to move it there. So what I would do is I would copy the template that has been created, and I would go into RankMyAgent. So I'm going to go into RankMyAgent. Just going to minimize this for a second. I'm going to hit create new. I'm going to write the title of this one. So maybe the transfer of reviews. And I'm going to paste in that template that I just copied and make a few little fixes with the text. So you may have to fix the spacing. So once I've done that, then I'm going to hit create. And that's going to create that new template for me. Now, all I need to do is next time I have to request a review and I need to do a transfer of reviews, you'll see the very latest template is right here on top with that template that I had created. I can easily send out that review request. So I, certainly encourage you to use this, the templates and use the bundle that we have, and then, further go ahead and personalize it that way. And then you can send it off. I'll now head back into my deck here. So we talked about sending out requests, tracking these requests. And, I wanted to mention again that if you fill out that contact list, when you are sending out the request, your client will have a very easy time in completing that survey, because some of those fields as the first name, last name, and email will be pre-filled. If your client, for confidentiality reasons, does not want to use a real name, that's fine, as long as the email address is valid. Talked about those review templates. So now, we do have a variety of accounts, and I just wanted to address this for the teams that could be with us here today. We have an account called a Team Plus account. This basically allows every single agent within your team to have a premium individual profile, but it sits under the umbrella of a Team Plus account, where the team also is collecting reviews. The team administrator can then also send out requests for the team members. So this certainly is one of the benefits of having a Team Plus account. And then, we have something called a Team Lite account. The Team Lite account allows up to, a small group of agents to share a profile, a single profile. And this is for agents that do deals together collectively, and they maybe just only want one profile on RankMyAgent. So let's talk about the client's journey and the review process and the survey. I'm going to pass it to Pascal to tell you more about what that process is from the client's point of view.
Thanks, Riti. So as you can see on this graphic right here, the ways that your clients can get to your review survey, as Riti has just shown you, the first option is through review requesting. So they are emailed out a link to access your direct survey page. So that's one way that they can access it, or they can go search on Google, RankMyAgent, find your profile. Every profile has a write a review button found there. So they'll click that survey button to start it. They will write the review and submit it. Once they have submitted, there will be a prompt for them to go check their email because we need to verify their email address and that they're an actual reviewer. And so they will go into their inbox and find that email from us. Step 5 is where they would click that link to verify. And if you have a Google or LinkedIn integration, these are premium features, but also Riti will go into more details about this later in the presentation. This is the step where they would encounter a landing page where they can copy the reviews over to other platforms very simply. And then finally, step 6, once the review is published live, so once it goes through moderation, it's pushed live, they're notified that the review is live. And then also if you respond back to a review, they will be emailed.
Let's just show you also what the survey looks like that the client completes. So when you send out that review request, they will click on that link that says click here to start survey, and something like this will come up for them with your own personalized photograph on the left hand side, your thumbnail of this is your agent, and then basically they can select a 5-star click rate if they are in a rush, and if this would move all of these stars to the 5. And these are the metrics that we are, asking for the rating: neighborhood knowledge, experience, professionalism, negotiation skills, property knowledge, communication skills, and contact expectations. So, this component is what makes up that whole rating number up to 5. And then, there are a few other questions we do ask, as if there were, any other factors beyond the control of the agent, because, we know that sometimes external factors such as vendors, banks could be a reason why, things maybe get delayed, or, things that are completely out of the agent's control. So, that certainly has to be shared. Did they get value from the transaction, and would they use your services again? Very important information for you to know as you learn more about who are your strongest ambassadors. And these insights actually really just help you hone your business as well, so that you can really learn from this and see how to improve on it. Also, if you're in a team, I think you would want to know how team members have been performing on these elements. Some service details about when the transaction happened, and what role the agent played, and then the property address details. The property address is never shared live on RankMyAgent, so please ensure that it is held confidential by our team. It's just used for our verification purposes. This is the area that is pre-filled for the client if you did send out the survey request by adding the contact. They can also use their own, they can make up another name if they don't want to use their first or last name. Once they complete that survey for you, they are given an email in their inbox, and this is to verify the review, and they click here to confirm, and that's pretty much it. That's the steps that they would have to take to write that review for you. So it's quite a straightforward process. I think it's very important to communicate to the clients that an email will be, you'll be receiving an email after you complete the survey. You need to click on the last step that will come in your inbox to verify that email. So verify that review for us. So now let's talk about generating more business with reviews. We're going to talk about geo-farming locations in your profile, displaying reviews on Realtor.ca, displaying reviews on your own website, cross-platform posting, and lots of personalizations as well. So you can actually geo-farm reviews when they go live. One way is by adding in the area that the review was generated from. So I'm going to actually show you under My Account review. Within this area, you will see that there is something called Add Location. So within this, I can go ahead and add a location. I can also go into the neighborhood level if I wanted to. So if I wanted to add in the neighborhood, I can go ahead, and you will see that it's been added. So this actually is going to really help with the reviews standing out. So I encourage you to go in the past, and any reviews that are missing, the cities, the areas, you should definitely finish adding them to your live reviews. If you need to make changes to an area, just click on the blue, and that would allow you the blue link here of the existing area, and that would allow you to make a change. The other way to geo-farm is, of course, using the edit profile, and then you can definitely add in those neighborhoods and those areas. I'm going to show you in the search. So say if searching for Calgary here, what you're going to see here is a couple of filters in the search. One of these filters is top reviewed, and that is basically combining the top reviewed and the highest ranked agents, all the agents together, but the client going in can certainly select if they are just looking for an individual. or if they're looking for just a team, so that's available, or if they're looking at the browsing and looking for offices as well, so that option is there for them as well. They can also search for agents by the services that they offer. We also allow them to search by top reviews locally. What this means is that, say, if I am looking in Calgary, but I'm looking for, based on the reviews, the surveys received, where, an agent, like which agents have been very active, like recently, you're going to see top reviews locally here. So trending works the same way, but it looks at the last 90 days, and it looks at who actually has had reviews in that area. So if I'm looking in a like a neighborhood, I'm in Aspenwood, and look at trending, and then I will be able to see, well, trending, like, Shauna just maybe had a review in Aspenwoods, or Nick had a review there as well. So you can see that this is how the results are quite different than top reviewed, which would have the highest reviews. So certainly I encourage you, for these reasons, to use the geofarming abilities to add in to those live reviews, those locations. So now, let's move on to one of our most popular integrations we have, which is the REALTOR.ca integration. With this integration, any agent across Canada can easily get their reviews showing on their listing onto their mobile version as well. What you need to do is head over to member.realtor.ca. You choose your board. You can put in your ID and password, and that would allow you to log in. Now I'm going to show you my FAQ. Once you're logged in, what you want to do is head over to your Realtor.ca profile, and you will add in your ID, your RankMyAgent ID, which is available in your dashboard. So that would be right here in my dashboard. So I would copy this ID over, and then I can paste it on to that area in Realtor.ca. That would allow you to pretty much connect your RankMyAgent reviews. Perfect. And I will find you my password and show you that shortly when we go into the Q&A. So I will get back into that. But in a nutshell, this is what you do in order to get that Realtor.ca integration working. I certainly encourage you to do it. Don't wait until you have the first review. You can even do it today. And when you get that first review that goes live, it will start displaying. So now, the next integration we want to talk about is two important integrations, actually, the Twitter and the Google integration. The Twitter integration allows any 4+ review to automatically showcase on your Twitter profile. And what I really like about it is that it also comes up with, your, it has like a little testimonial, and it has your geofarming locations as well. So here's an example of what this looks like. The Google integration is super, super useful. Certainly, I encourage you to build out your Google reviews and your RankMyAgent reviews, and you can showcase those Google reviews onto your RankMyAgent profile. So here's an example. And if you would like to do that integration, send us an email, and we'd be happy to set that up for you. Pascal, who do you suggest, who should we look at who's done a Google integration so that we can show them what this looks like?
Right.
I think Ben Sweet.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
Thanks a lot, Pascal. So here I am in Ben's profile here. So I'm just going to head over here. You'll see this is where his Google reviews are. Google reviews powered by Google. So that's the integration that displays all these reviews. And if a potential client wanted to go ahead and see more reviews, they can certainly go through his profile here to see those Google reviews. Perfect. So, that's all about getting those Google reviews onto RankMyAgent. I do want to mention that these reviews are in their own area and they do not account for RankMyAgent reviews, but they do, give another way for a client to learn more about you. A common pain point that we, get all the time is how do you get these reviews? How do you get these RankMyAgent reviews over to Google and LinkedIn? I mean, it's so hard to ask clients over and over again. So what we did here at RankMyAgent was make it super easy for your client to copy them over to Google once they are written on RankMyAgent. As you'll recall, the client has an email that comes to their inbox to verify the review after they submit it. So they would just click on the link here. And when you have done this integration, they will be taken to a page such as this with the testimonial that they wrote for you already here. So they would just hit copy and then they can select which platform they want to post it in. So if I was to click Google here, I would be taken to a page such as this, where your profile as an agent would come up, and it would be pretty much paste that review and then post it for you onto Google. So this just makes life very, very easy. And then the same goes with LinkedIn. Pretty much they would copy that, and then they can just paste it onto LinkedIn as well. With both of these networks, of course, with Gmail, with Google, you would need a Gmail account, and with LinkedIn, the client would need that LinkedIn account as well for it to work. There's one final opportunity in case if the client did not, at that point, send it off to those other networks. When the review goes live, they get an email saying your review is now live. Help spread the word about your real estate professionals, and then they can just click on either this or this and hope you complete that. And to do this integration is very straightforward. What I'm going to do is show you in the FAQs, but pretty much you would head over to that edit profile area. So I'm going to go back into the dashboard. And right in the bottom, you're going to see this Amplify Your Reviews area. So this is where you set up that Google integration. What you need to do is for a step-by-step, process on this, click on the Learn More. And you're going to see that you need to log into your Google business page and pretty much grab that URL for, it's under the Get More Reviews in this form. If you click here, you will get a pop-up where you can copy this link, and you want to copy this link back into the profile in this area. LinkedIn works the same way, where pretty much click on the Learn More, you're going to see that there's a certain format we need your LinkedIn profile to be. So this is what you'd want to copy over, and just replace your LinkedIn profile in bold here with your LinkedIn profile name, and that would allow your client to, send those reviews over to those networks. Perfect. So, at this point, let's talk about widgets. Widgets basically allow reviews from RankMyAgent to go onto your own website and to be automatically updated as they go live on RankMyAgent. So what you'll see here is a variety of different widgets, a narrow widget, a wide widget. We also have badges here for you. By the way, if you've won awards, you will see those as well in here. So you can copy those, the code over. So what you want to do is copy this code over and send it to your web developer. They will be able to add it into your source code of your HTML. And if you have access to your own content management system, as long as you have access to the HTML source code, you can paste this in where you would like that widget to appear, and then it would be displaying. I want to show you some examples of other agents and how they have used the widget. Let me just actually go back into that area. So here's an example of a wide widget. Here's another example, and this is for a team. They have all the different agents, and then what I love is that you never have that old static testimonial page, and also it helps build trust because it's third party. Here's an example of an office. Here's another example of an agent with a narrow widget that they've used. Perfect. Now let's talk about sharing reviews onto social media and how what you can do with them, how you can generate graphics. I'm going to pass it on to Pascal now to share on that piece. Pascal, do you want to also share your?
Okay. Yeah, I'll share my screen. Now that you have your reviews live on your RankMyAgent profile, we're on an online space, so it's very important to set yourself apart. Every business has a brand, and RankMyAgent has tools to help you personalize your reviews. So the first thing that Riti has mentioned during the presentation was the graphics that you're able to download. So how you can find these graphics, anytime a review goes live, you are email notified from us that the review is live. Within that email, there's actually a link right there that you can download the graphics. So you just need to click the link. And so if you're on any device, so if you're on your phone, you can download it quickly to your phone, or on your computer, it'll save to your desktop. So this is one way of how you can access it. The other way is going on RankMyAgent.com. I'll show you a quick demo later on how you can find all these settings. But yes, it will download into your device. And this is great for social media and whatnot. If you quickly need to get a review graphic onto your, get that content onto your social media spaces, these graphics are here to help you out. And so this is just an example of what the default looks like. So it includes the testimonial, the rankings and whatnot. Also want to let you know that the graphics themselves are fit, the dimensions are fit any image-based social media platform. So Instagram, Facebook, there should be no problems with that. I'll just show you some more examples of what you can do with this. So as Riti has mentioned, you can add photos to your graphics. So if you add a photo to your review, it'll show on your profile, but also when you download it, as you can see on the right-hand side of your screen, it will also download. So it'll look really great if you have it on your RankMyAgent profile and then quickly want to put that onto social media as well. Other ways that you can use this graphic is for listing presentations, print marketing materials and whatnot. It's just a great tool to use to get, extra credibility with your verified reviews from your past clients, just backing up your business. And so adding photos to reviews, I'll show you a quick demo of how to do this. As you had seen with Kelly's example, she had added marketing materials to her profile, also pictures of her clients or of the properties. And so it really helps humanize the reviews. Another thing that we also recommend you do is to respond back to your reviews. Not only does it show off your professionalism in terms of responding back to feedback, it's also just showing the public prospective clients who are looking at your page, your activity. Certainly, it's more attractive to see a profile that's very engaging, and the agent is constantly responding back to feedback from their clients and still building up that customer relationship. I'll go into personalizing the reviews using Canva. So this is with the graphics that you can download. But before I go into that, if you can still see my screen, I'm in Lori's account. So I'm just going to quickly show you demo how you can find all these things in your account. So if you go under my account reviews, this page, you will want to scroll down to the bottom where you have live reviews. And within the reviews, there's an options menu, and this is where you can find all the options to respond to review, add a photo, and then download that graphic. So for example, this one, maybe I want to download the graphic. So I'm just going to click that and it will download it into my computer very quickly. And so this will also work if you're on a mobile device as well. So I'll just go into Canva, and with that downloadable graphics of what I was speaking about. So I bring up Canva. You can really use any photo editor or graphic design program. We do recommend Canva just because if you create an account, you can use it for free. There is a premium version as well, but the free version is very capable. Something also great about Canva is just if, say for, and this is more on the social media side, if you're looking for specific dimensions and whatnot, Canva has everything laid out easily to access and whatnot. I'll just go into an example of using Canva and whatnot. So again, you have your downloadable graphics. So you just want to upload that file that you just downloaded from your computer into here, and you can add it into your account. And obviously you can edit the graphic to fit more of your marketing materials or whatnot. Also want to make you aware that Canva does have, design options. So if you're looking for some inspiration, for example, I'm looking for reviews and whatnot, there's plenty of templates and whatnot you can go off of. Just some examples of what our team has created in the past, just as ways that you can turn these graphics if you have extra time to just make them, personalize them a bit more for social media and whatnot. And then finally, my last tip is about stories. So this is specifically if you have a business account on Instagram and whatnot. Definitely, it's a very great platform to use. And so something about stories that is great is that if you take your graphic, put it in, edit it and whatnot, Instagram Stories has the ability to link a web page to your story. So if you have a prospective client or somebody who's looking at your profile, they can check your stories, see the reviews that you have published in your story. And then also the thing with the linking is that if say I put this into my Instagram story, I might want to go into my account, so as Lori, and I will want to find the URL of that specific review that I'm sharing. So for example, it was this one, so I'll just go into read more and just grab that URL and then put it into Instagram and put that into the stories link so people can click and they can see more context about the review and whatnot, and then also have that touch point to go to your profile, and that can also lead them to check out your website. And so it just helps create more availability to prospective clients to find your different touch points and learn more about you. So I will pass it back to Riti now.
Thanks so much, Pascal. That was amazing. I think that there's so much power to using the downloadable graphics, adding them onto social media. I think, there's so much more you can do with RankMyAgent using that capability now. I think a lot of agents that have been with us for a while, actually, they're just learning about it now that we do have these updates. But yeah, it's been about a year since we did launch the downloadable graphics. So, at this point, I think we should talk about online review strategies, and we should talk about what are agents in our community doing and how can we be inspired with taking online review to the next level. So I just wanted to give you some examples here. So this is a listing presentation by Dave Alphacy, and I love the fact that he's repurposed his RankMyAgent reviews, and then he has gone ahead and created this listing presentation. I also like the fact that he encourages his clients to visit a third-party site such as RankMyAgent to learn more about him, because that's how trust is built. Trust is built by what others say, what actual clients have said about your site. I also like that he has talked about online reviews right there on his website. You can see the testimonial. You can see that he encourages his clients to visit RankMyAgent to read more about him, and also watch those YouTube testimonials as well. I think they both go together, and I think that you certainly need both of these to really resonate with that audience. DFH here as an office has been sharing reviews using the API at RankMyAgent. So here's an example of how they are celebrating the successes of their agents by showing a widget that basically shows various agents and how they have been doing. Now, reviews certainly do have an online world, but then there's the offline world. And how do you communicate to the people, to the neighbors, that how amazing you are in business? And I like how Simon has done it with the riders here. So check out my reviews on RankMyAgent. Really helps when he successfully sells something, and then the neighbors are wondering more about him. That's how they learn about him. And hopefully, after reading his reviews, they also do want to call him for that listing. So you can definitely see the online and offline world with reviews and why, how it all ties in together. Here's some examples of Instagram and agents sharing those reviews online. Here's, this example of a testimonial. Certainly, Canva has great options for you to take the RankMyAgent review and then get it added on to a design background, such as this. Here's the Hammer team, and they're sharing their success with the reviews. So we see this, and they do this quite well, where they will share the actual story of the client and the testimonial shared on social media, be it Facebook in this case. Some more examples of reviews being shared. Reviews can also be shared by offices where they help celebrate the successes. So here's some examples. Then, we do have our awards, and here's some example of award winners and what they have done with reviews. So I just want to see this. So every year we have awards for best agents in Canada, for best agents in every city, for best agents, in the US, and that's how these awards have. And these are the winners, and they're celebrating. Usually, in the first week of January, we will have the winners announced. Here's an example of boosting Facebook posts. So the team Hack and Co is celebrating their awards, their reviews, the number of reviews they have, and now can you imagine running an ad in a postal code where people are familiar with you? You've recently sold, so people have seen your signboards, and then you start running. I like how the agents here, the Hammer team, have organically taken the organic photograph of the happy buyer seller, taken the review from RankMyAgent, ensured that it's third party, and tied it up into this piece here on Facebook that can later be shared on run some ads on it as well. I think it can be boosted. If you are looking to get inspired with how to get started, you're new to RankMyAgent, how do you go from 1 review to 20 reviews over the next little while or more? Here's some inspiration. Run a contest and send it out in your newsletter that you're running a contest. In this example, it was the Ottawa Fall Home Show, but it can be a contest for anything, be it an Amazon gift card, be it for something, for spring that's coming up. All they have to do is write a review for you. And if they have closed the transaction with you, they could qualify to writing that review. And end of the month, run that, run the concert, the contest. Reviews certainly do have a lot of SEO power. So you can see here that when I search for this theme, automatically these orange snippets appear, and these snippets are Google, coming from Google, and it's because Google is giving a lot of love to review sites such as RankMyAgent, and because of our coding, you'll see that reviews appear here, and then also on the knowledge box. This is the knowledge box on the right-hand side, by the way, and reviews in the web are automatically showing. Some more examples of Google ads. Here's some examples of agents, sharing that success. Now, if you did win our award, the roster this year, what I encourage you is to use the widgets on your website. The widgets are available in that widgets area. Also, use the awards into your email signatures because it really helps build the credibility. It helps build that trust with your future clients. Also, you can take it to print material and billboards, as Mark did here on the right-hand side. To qualify for these awards for this year, all you need to do is start collecting reviews. The reviews have to be from transactions that did happen this year. We look at the quality rating and the number of reviews and the transactions, and that's how you get shortlisted for the various categories we have. Now, to summarize, how do you get those best reviews? Well, always provide that awesome customer experience. I think that's the key. And I really feel all of you are here today because, you do give that customer experience. You do give that wow experience where people want to support you and they want to write reviews for you. Make it easy for the client to write reviews. So have them listed in your email signatures, have those badges that allow the clients to simply click on, the signature and write that review. Leverage your client list. So within that client list, start numbering your clients 1 to 3 as one, the most likely to write a review, and then start there at the top of the list with all the ones and start requesting those reviews. By the way, always let the client know that you will be requesting that review at the end. And if there's anything you can do to, make it easier, or if you can do anything to improve that customer experience for them, tell them to let you know. Because if you do that, you're almost doing a verbal survey. And by that time, you will have polished up anything that you need to polish up and kind of gets you, all set for that review. Make sure you respond to that review. Be authentic when you are responding, and make sure that you're listening to their feedback, you're learning from it, to respond to all comments, and certainly, make it part of your system, make it part of your daily process to request those reviews. Use the industry specific platforms as well, because there are differences between platforms. So I encourage you to use industry specific platforms when you are requesting reviews. So what can you do today? Well, set up your RankMyAgent account if you don't have that set up. If you need a password reset, say if you have not had, accessed it for a while, certainly reach out to us and we can help you do that. Integrate your reviews onto your brand site. Use the CRM system to effectively ask for reviews, and then definitely use those graphics that Pascal showed you. Use those graphics everywhere. Thank you so much, everyone. And if you need a one-on-one consult, if you need any help with RankMyAgent, we will also be sending you in that email our booking link, and you can use the booking link completely complimentary, and we would be happy to help you, walk you through any elements that you need a deeper dive in. We certainly are here to help you grow your businesses and also learn from you on how we can improve RankMyAgent. Thank you for being here today. I wish you all well, stay healthy, and looking forward to meeting you next time. Take care. Bye.